I remember when we first visited Jack and Sue, I had a dream and I said, I dreamt that we had a school together.
People that saw us when they said, why did you come to Brasilia? We said, well, we came here to found a school. And they look at us like, you in your old car and your... Is that possible?
Well, I had a bicycle too.
Yeah, right.
Many schools start because it's a financial enterprise. When we started the school, Jim had to have another job and Jack had to have another job, to support ourselves, to volunteer to have the school. That was the way it began.
And School of the Nations, in reality, is a miracle. Because the two couples that started it, we didn't have any money. We had 5 children between us, and we didn't have any money to put it into it. The Baha'is of Brazil, they bought this idea of this school that was neutral. It was not a proselytizer, and they said, we want to see this world united in that way. They got very excited about it, and a lot of people all over Brazil, a lot of Baha'is. Donated to the land.
Purchase of the land.
The purchase of the land. The School of the Nations became the first bilingual school in Brazil.
We were in the right place at the right time to, make this vision a reality. It was a great place to do this experiment of a School of the Nations, because the Brazilian culture, supported and was receptive to the values that, we wanted to disseminate.
It's something that we envisioned, but we thought would take 20 years to build. And in fact, really, from the time that we had those dreams and those talks, it was just a couple of years, really, until the school actually became a reality.
The miracle is that it still exists and is still growing.
In the Baha'i faith, the most important principle is that of unity. So we knew that it must somehow be an embodiment of unity. And the unity, not unity everybody the same, but unity in diversity.
It was a celebration when we had another child coming from another embassy, another nationality.
Oh, it was wonderful. It was,
we've got another one.
Oh boy!
And it's like adding an instrument in an orchestra. Every instrument is unique and necessary, and if there's one instrument that's missing, it's not going to work out.
The various talents that every child has, the world needs every one of them. And every child is very unique. The child is really the key to a new planet. What are people out there thinking? And what are we thinking here that we can share with them?
It was in Brazil. It was at the School of the Nation. I really learned how to foster a love relationship, that loving to know and knowing how to love. That was something that I had dreamed when I entered in the field of education. I wanted to learn those capacities and how to teach those capacities.
Children are actual natural linguists. They really learn fast. They have an ear for language. They have a mind for language, a heart for language.
It's easy for them to learn ethics like how to get along,
Yes.
getting along with each other.
Teach them lessons of peacemaking, building up friendships, really making a family. It was really like a family, that, and the teachers were teachers, but they were also like members of your family, and the children, we loved those children as though they were our own children.
We are drops of one ocean. We are leaves of one tree. And this is just wonderful, and seeing the children smile and feel joy and helping each other. This was the greatest satisfaction, to see these children getting along cooperatively.
we decided we wanted to have United Nations Day for the birthday of the United Nations every year. That was something that we decided would be very nice to do.
We remember those, few students around an area in Piton Farias, celebrating the first United Nations Day.
But every year, this thing has grown. And now you see the Festival of Nations. My gosh, it's beautiful. The teachers all year, they're so enraptured with this thing. You get a culture into the school where this is what the school does. And the teachers just put their hearts into it. We had another student. He is at the present a diplomat in the United Nations representing Brazil. And he told us, it's very hard to say this.
Okay.
He told us, he said, when I first walked into that assembly hall with all those nations
In New York.
New York, he said, I thought, this is my school.
I think in terms of the influence on our lives, it was just like...
It was life-changing.
Yeah.
It was life-changing for both of us.
When we engaged, when we were dreaming about this kind of a school, we didn't know if we could do it or couldn't do it, but we found with prayer, with effort, with persistence, we were able to bring our dream to reality. So be dreamers and work hard to achieve your vision.
We encourage the students to, whatever their profession, to do it with their heart as a service to mankind.
It takes time, it takes work, but it's well worth it. And your lives, at the end of it all, I think you'll be happy you made the choice to walk in the path of love and service to humanity.
I would say to the students, continue throughout your lives to be world citizens. Make that a goal of your life, to show how we can make this world what it really can be.